Hey everyone, Ian here, Manderscheid Media, and we're back, Mopar City. We have a very cool, great story, as most of them are, but this one has been the same ownership since 1974, and it's just awesome. It's Sunfire Yellow Y2, just nut and bolt restoration, taken to again the next level. It's got a huge, wicked power plant that we're going to talk about under the hood. But yeah, just to intro this car, like I said, it was raced at SIR. It's been used, abused, and reborn all in the same ownership, which again is super cool that it's still here and just looking amazing. So we'll do a walk around like we always do. I'll show some key points that again I think that maybe as a viewer that you maybe haven't seen before. This one's got some really cool features under the hood that aren't necessarily original, but still add super coolness to the car. And then I got to show you the shifter, because the shifter is vintage. It's not original, but it's super cool as well. And yeah, you can tell it was built for racing at some point in its days. So stay tuned, and here we go. Okay, we are going to start at the back end. I know sometimes start the front end. Well, this is how this car is positioned, and I just have to show you the gleaming paint job here, just the same. So this one has, like I said, a few minor different touches, but on the back end, we're basically looking at a stock 1969 Roadrunner. Again, fully nut and bolt restored. Looks amazing. We have a tan vinyl roof. These rims are lookalikes, or whatever you want to call it. They're 17-inch though, so again, they fill the wheel well, really nice. This thing is packing quite the punch. These are Z rated tires, so high-speed tires, which once I get up here and show you under the hood, I think you'll understand. So 383 Colts. This was a 383 car in its original form, but we have something else hiding here now. Now again, it shows 383, so this is a 400 engine that's making approximately 650 horsepower. It's absolutely insane, but that is awesome at the same time. We're running fuel injection on here. Yes, we have fuel injection. It has the Borgeson steering gear, power steering, and it had power steering on it, and then Wilwood brakes, non-power with an adjustable proportioning valve. We're using, again, we're looking at some of this stuff here. We have, I don't know if that's March pulleys or Passion Performance. Again, looks good, looks just fine. We have an aluminum radiator. We have the structure piece in here. So what this does then is gives the car a little bit more rigidity. We have lots of horsepower, gobs of torque. So this car could and would twist if given the right circumstances and the right traction with tires. So anyway, we have TTI headers, full TTI exhaust system. Again, just super de duper. Now this one I am going to speak because again, the video's coming up, 69 Roadrunners. There's going to be kind of a back-to-back here. So this is a non-N96 car, so a non-air grabber car. But if we look, because it's 69, it has the cutouts, it has all the spots where that air grabber setup would be, but because it's not optioned that way, that's just left blank, which again, that's just how it was ordered. It's all good. This one is a non-V21 car, so we have a solid white hood, but we have the black inserts on top, which they would be orange if it was an N96 car. Okay. Now, like the green one, that one, the green Roadrunner, a Lynch Road, Michigan car. Again, it's a VIN, so RM23H9A. So it's only less than 10,000 off from the green one, which again, I think is, it's just so neat that cars this close in production are this close in distance right now. They might be, I don't know, 100 miles apart, which is super neat. So let's look at the fender tag. All right. And yes, all the Mopar people, we're going to flip this fender tag. Don't worry about it. We have Y2, H2T, T7. So that's going to give us our Sunfire yellow designation, our tan color interior with the T7 door panels. RM23. So this, again, Lynch Road, Michigan's a little bit different. So we have 925, which is the 335 horsepower, 383. Then 593, that's our A833 4-speed transmission. And the 603 is 323 open differential originally. And then we have a gate number and such. So yeah, it's not necessarily what we call a high option car, but we got to remember the Roadrunner was the entry level muscle car when we're talking about the medium, I guess, chassis size. So we have A bodies, B bodies, and then C bodies are the bigger ones. So this, again, was the budget racer, which that's what this one did. So the owner, Gary, raced this at SIR with slicks on, said the best he could do was 13 seconds, 13.9 some seconds, so almost 14 at 103 miles an hour. But that being said, that's just raw horsepower taking you down the road. Now we're going to go in the interior because, again, I talked about the shifter. We have to look at the shifter. Mopar in all of their design cues and stuff, again, we look at these body lines here, 69, 68. Just, again, you can just tell what this is so effortlessly because these body lines are so predominant. I just love it. And then again, 69, we have colored Roadrunners on the doors, not like 68, and a little bit different setup, but they are, colored, right? So we have a single mirror car, like I said, super common. Let's just have a... All right, let's go in here and check out this awesome interior. Here we are, T7. We have sweep gauges, 120 miles an hour, which any Mopar person knows that's 100% obtainable. We have Bluetooth, vintage looking radio, which again, a factory radio probably can't hear nothing. And I can attest to mine, I can't hear nothing in mine, so that's fine. Heater controls, just your standard heater controls. So heat, defrost, and then your fan speed and temperature. All right, now let's look at this shifter. Here is vintage 1970s Hurst T-handle. So we have a Hurst Competition Plus shifter, body that's below that we can't see, of course. Then we have the shifter. Now the button on the side, that is the sneaky part right there. So that's called line lock. Now what that does is you hold the brake pedal and then you push the button and that locks your front brakes on, and then you let go of the brake pedal and you proceed to smoke your tires and get them warmed up for the upcoming drag race, if that's what you're choosing to do with this. So yeah, it's vintage in this style, which again, I love it. Absolutely love it. This one factory would have a wood grain round knob on it with a little bit different style shifter, but I've said this 1,000 times and I'll say it again. It's the owner's vehicle. They can do exactly what they want with it. And I absolutely love that added option. So a lot of the new vehicles, performance vehicles, they have a line lock function. And I'm going to, again, speak to Mopars because that's what we're looking at. The new Challengers and stuff, that's what you do a sequence with the paddle shifters with your foot on the brake, and that will get you a line lock. Instead of using this button that's hooked up to the brake line, they utilize the ABS module is what they're doing. So anyway, so yeah, we have a factory looking steering wheel. Again, looks good. Tack added, and for now, this is just temporary. Sun tack is going back in, original style sun tack, which again, I think vintage wise, that's the only way to roll. Awesome door panels. Again, we have the seats with the proper buttons in, headrests. Take down the whiplash that happens when this baby launches. One single light up here for for when you open the door. Yeah, it's awesome. Down here, I think, let's talk to this one. All the young viewers out there, span to the left, that little button down there, until we've had a vehicle that I've had that has the automatic headlights, that is the most convenient place to put a high-low beam buttons on the floor. When I'm driving, and if I have a whatever vehicle that has high-low beams on the column, it drives me nuts. I love using my left foot to do that scenario. So anyway, that's factory, and that again, that's old school, of course, but yeah, super, again, dash super clean. Everything is just as it should be. All right, so again, hardtop car. I want to again make sure to show the window cranks. So we have back windows roll down. This is again RM23. So we have the roll down back windows. Now, I was going through some vintage paperwork with Gary from his racing days and parts and such. These thrush decals are original from like 1974. So, and yeah, and they look pretty darn good actually. I just think it just adds the whatever, the tip of the hat for using it for all the years that he did, and that still is here, and on both sides actually they're still on there. All right, let's have a look in the trunk, and then I think I've given you the full tour here. All right, so factory trunk mat. We have factory jack and tools there. Spare tire is around, it's just not there. It's got sound deadener mat all through it. So again, this car is put together better than factory. We talked about the suspension. It's got all Hotchkiss suspension. It's got tubular upper control arms. It has frame connectors, front and rear sway bars, and the big sway bars from Hotchkiss. Like this thing, I'm sure handles like it's on rails, which these cars didn't necessarily do that right from factory, because they were, not say loosey-goosey, but they definitely didn't perform as a road racing car from factory. They were more of a straight line machine here. But anyway, we have the vintage Coleman cooler. We have to have that in there. It's so era correct for this. I love it. And yeah, then we're going out TTI exhaust system here with factory looking tips. So anyway, yeah, just wonderful. We're yeah, like I said, just very grateful that Gary's let us into his garage here and had a peek here at his restored 69 Roadrunner. Thank you all for watching. Like, share, subscribe. And yeah, if you have any other kind of cars you want to see, I'll do my best to try and locate one so we can do a video. But yeah, thanks again for watching, and yeah, just keeping engaged through this journey of YouTube. So like I said, take care and bye for now. Mopar, baby, that's horsepower right there. Hope everybody enjoyed. Take care.